Hey guys, so it's been a while. I actually took a small break. I ended up getting food poisoning, and that was no fun. So I thought I would just kind of take a small break from the game, recover, work on some homework, and study up a bit. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to get back into the game and start pumping out some videos so I can help you guys out. And not much you guys missed. I didn't really do much. I did upgrade some runes, level up some people, switch around some stuff. So now I've got the proper runes on the proper monsters, and I've got everything going. I'm starting to work on my Lumeratia, getting that good resistance and HP substats. So I was actually hoping to show you guys something I've been asked about quite often, which was how do you beat the last two rivals, Kellan and Kiyan, or however you say his name. So I was actually just going to show you guys, and then that way it just gives you an idea of how I beat them, because I can actually auto the fights. They're not that bad. A lot of people say they're impossible to beat, but get the proper monsters, and So I run a speed team for both of these. I've got my Julian, who's pretty much the heavy attacker, but also stunner. I've got pretty good attack on him, but I've got Despair Focus on him with pretty good accuracy, not amazing, but enough to get the stuns off. And then I've got my Lagmaron. He's got his 50% chance to stun right here, and then he does heavy damage, so he's my main damage. And then I've got my Bernard, which speeds everything up, and my Tyrone, which freezes. So I've got 3 different CC monsters, and then my Bernard, which helps speed everything up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys this. So the way I run it is I start out normal, speed everyone up, and then drop the Pound Hammer right there. Now, I usually go for the Dark Joker first, because you don't want him to get his bombs off. So I'm going to go ahead and stun everyone, and then I go for the Joker. So I put my debuff on him, and then I use my Squall and get rid of him. Then you want to take out the Dark Death Knight, because he has the debuff like Darien, where your team can't do as much damage. You see how he has that passive? You don't do as much damage. So you want to take him out. I just finished him off. Then I go for the Dark Ninja, just because he's the next strongest. The Fire one never gives me trouble, and I just keep putting that the debuff on just to make it easier. And then I finished it up. And yeah, I can pretty much auto this. I mean, I usually don't need to target any of the monsters. My AoEs actually, if I can land, if I can get them all stunned, and then I use the next one to stun him for the next turn, and then I use the third skill from Tyrone to stun him again. I've got 4 different skills from all of them together, like put up together. I've got 4 different AoE skills that can stun. So by the time those are all done, the first one that went is already cooled down. So if I'm lucky, I can get everything off. Now this one's a little bit harder just because of Artamiel. He can be really annoying, and just like any Archangel, his heal is pretty brutal. Chandra can be annoying too. Not hard to kill, but it's just this skill can be really annoying when you're trying to get rid of someone. And then his stuns get really annoying. Leica's not too bad just because he's not that strong, but he can be pretty tough because I've got 3 wind monsters. But I'll just show you what I do. It's pretty similar setup, same setup, but pretty similar strategy, except on this one I try to keep that Dark Monkey stunned, and then I go for Artamiel. So let's see how many I can get stunned with this. Okay, so right there I got the Monkey King stunned. So I'm not gonna stun anyone else. Let's just let's throw this down. And then I want to get that defense debuff on Artamiel just because he is really high in defense. And then I'll just throw this down, stun as many people as I can. There we go. And then get rid of Artamiel. And then I target the Dark Monkey. Speed everyone up. And this just has me attacking more than him, and that's really important. Okay, so that Dark Monkey's dead. And I want to get rid of this. Oh, he's not dead. Alright, get rid of him. And I really want to hit this Beast Monk next, just because Silika doesn't do anything to me. Doesn't do any damage, just for Kiyan or whatever. And then just to finish it off. Now his stuns can be annoying. They can be really annoying. And then I just finish it off. So yeah, 6 crystals right there. Not really a big deal. I don't really think the fights are that hard, honestly. I think that could make them harder, especially because the monsters I'm using aren't really. They have some good runes, but they're not like amazing, and they're not maxed out either. So, and I mean, 2 of mine were 5 stars. I mean, I'm sure I could do it with full 5-star lineup. This is just easier. So my suggestion to you guys is find some way to be able to stop them from using their skills. That seems to be the easiest way. Just because for the Dark Joker, he throws up his bombs and he's going to kill half your team if you're lucky. You know, he might kill more. And then also the Dark Death Knight, he's like an upgraded version of Darien, where he's you know, there's a 12% decrease in damage, or 15%, I believe. Let's see, it is the same skill, but a little bit different for the Dark Death Knight. Yeah, so 15% decrease in damage for all of his allies. So once you get rid of that Dark Joker, just because you want to make sure his bombs don't get on all of your allies, or bring an immunity, or like someone like Wind Undying, or like Kunamaya, where they can remove the buffs, or the debuffs. Then you can just target the Death Knight straight away. Then, you know, that will help too. So, and then also for Kiyan, or however you say his name, you really just want to get rid of that Archangel, because that, I mean, he's not hard hitting at all, but his passive can get really annoying, and it slows down the fight, because half the fight is spent just watching him revenge attack all of your guys, even though he doesn't really do much. But that Dark Monkey King is really the one you want to get, because he hits hard and he stuns pretty often. So, so yeah. So I don't really think they're too bad. You guys should definitely give it a try. Don't give up. Just keep leveling up your monsters. I mean, these guys, they give 3 crystals instead of the 2, and it takes 48 hours or 2 days for Kellan, and then 60 hours for Kiyan. So, I mean, you really want to beat them so that they can start that cooldown time again. You want to really get the most out of those 30 crystals, or 3 crystals each. You know, that helps a lot, and the rivals help get a lot of crystals. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys. If you're thinking about, you know, who to run and what to put on your team, this is just the setup I use. I usually just throw it on auto. Just works every time. I don't really die at all. I don't really lose much health, just because my team is really consistent at keeping the enemy stunned or frozen. I've got pretty good runes on my Julian. I've got my Chimera. He's got pretty decent accuracy for not having any accuracy runes on him. I believe he's at like 50% accuracy, only on subsets, which is pretty good. And so yeah, I hope this helps, and I will be making more videos this week. I just had to take a break from, you know, just the food poisoning and everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.